right, thank you very much. Dozens of ships from nearly 24 countries are in Hawaii right now for the start of RIMPAC. That's the Rim of the Pacific exercise. It's underway officially today. Nations working together to preserve peace and stronger defense. Tens of millions of dollars in economic benefits to our state. But there will be some issues that impact some of us, including, of course, crowds and traffic, and in a few cases, problems with garage door openers. Randy Hall, the Spectrum expert, and also Jim Neuman, Navy historian, are here to tell us a little bit more about what's happening in the next few weeks, actually. We'll start with you, Jim, and welcome back. Good to see you. Thank you. A little bit about the history of RIMPAC, because it's a very rich history.
Yes, it is.
It goes back, and just share with us.
This is actually the 24th Rim of the Pacific exercise. The first one was in 1971. It was annual until 1974, and then it became biannual. So this is the 24th. It is the world's largest international maritime exercise, and you've got 25,000 personnel, over 45 ships, and over 200 aircraft involved. The theme this year is capable adaptive partnerships, and essentially that just means you have these dozens of nations working together on issues like humanitarian assistance, disaster relief, maritime security like anti-piracy operations and so forth. And hopefully what that does is foster relationships in the region so that you have more effective security in the future.
Critical, essential, all of the above when it comes to protecting our freedoms in different countries. And it benefits our state. You talk about the amount of personnel in the islands. So while we may see some traffic and some other things, we are benefiting financially.
Yeah, absolutely. You're talking over $50 million coming into the state of Hawaii. And besides the economic benefits, you also have the benefits of, we'll have sailors doing beach cleanup and things like that, working on native Hawaiian cultural sites to help preserve and clean up those sites. So those are important benefits as well.
Absolutely. Can't agree with you more. Randy, I want to switch gears with you now. And you got a couple of gadgets with you. Homeowners may be experiencing, some are already reporting that they're experiencing issues with their garage door openers. We've heard this before.
Yes. Really what happened with garage door openers, they've adapted over the years from like first stage to a stage 4. They went from dip switch like in your house or your ceiling fans to operating, you know, with the codes put on the frequencies themselves. Most items now are what's called FCC unlicensed devices. It's always labeled on the back. You know, you can look them up, see what the manufacturer's frequencies are.
Right.
But the real problem is the frequency that they started off being made in was a government-owned band. So when, like for RIMPAC, when people are here, the noise floor of people operating on those frequencies will be more. And it could a possibility of interfering with if you've got cheaper made ones, and so what. If you go to your car, per se, and when Ala Moana was built up, the parking structure, you go to your car and sometimes your remote wouldn't work like on the other side of the parking lot. Right. You might have to have gone up right up to your car and then it would beep or you know, whatever, and get you in. It happened to me. You know, if you've got an older vehicle with an older security system. Well, same goes with older garage door openers or ones you've got off Amazon, per se, because it was free shipping. Right. And you got the cheaper price one. It may have been made in another country that had certain frequencies that basically maybe we're not supposed to use here.
I see. So people at home, if you are experiencing this, what can they do? Or just do they have to just kind of grin and bear it?
Well, the FCC, if, like I said, if you look on the back of the device you use, it says what really you have to do. They're not to cause interference, and they have to accept it. Right. But what we do here in my office, we try to stay away from certain frequencies that are authorized for use in the area or during RIMPAC or year-round. And even though we own them, you know, per se, we stay away from them because we know that certain things operate on certain frequencies and they may experience interference.
All right, Randy and Jim, thank you for enlightening us a little bit more about this issue. A lot of folks worry about public safety. You know, will the garage doors mysteriously open when they're not home, or will they not close properly? If you haven't experienced this, and I talked to a few homeowners before, just make sure that thing goes down. And sit there and make sure and all will be well. It's a minor inconvenience.
It's not going to go up and down per se. Right. They probably just sometimes won't work. And all you got to do is maybe get a little closer to your garage.
That's the key.
Get out of your car with your remote off your visor, or just do it manually. Just, you know, for a little bit of time. There's so many saturation on that frequency.
Yeah.
But your garage door opener has a code that changes constantly with the newer ones. It's called, you know, it hops per se, or rolls. It's just for a little while, you know, until that noise floor lightens up because of all the traffic that may be in that band that the government owns.
All right, and for a lifetime of safety and freedom, I would train it for the world.
Absolutely.
Jim, thank you very much. Randy, good to see you. Thank you very much for enlightening us. And again, if you have any questions, just look at the back of your item. All right, 6:28 right now. We have top headlines of the morning making news this morning. We'll have the check-in once again with Jai live in Kalihi, that fatal accident out in the North King Street area. It is closed, so avoid the air if you can. We'll be right back.